Okay, it's really simple to use transfers to customise t-shirts and bags or whatever else you want to use them for. You need a good quality transfer paper. You need a good quality transfer paper, and basically you just put it in a printer, design what you want on the computer, just put it in your printer like normal paper. But it's got a backing on it, so you have to just put it in so that the print's on the white side, and just cut it out, iron it on, and you've got your transfer. You won't. There are some cheaper versions of this out there, but when you use them, they tend to like crack or fade when you wash them. So you need to get a decent quality one. I can't remember what brand this is, but I've tested it in the washing machine and everything, and it doesn't fade. Yeah, so you just have to print out your design, cut it out, and you don't want to leave any white bits. If I was to cut this out, like just as a square, the white bit would be transferred onto the bag as well. So if you don't want the white background, you literally have to cut exactly around your design like this. Okay, so any little bit around the outside would be white, come out as white. Okay, and also depending on what colour your bag or top is, depends on what kind of paper you need, because there's certain ones that'll only work on white or really light colours. This one can work on dark as well as light. Okay, so got them all sorted. There will be directions on the back of any pack that you get for the paper. My one says you need it on a hard surface. You don't want it on too soft a surface. And it says to put a couple of sheets of kitchen towel down just to pad it slightly, but you do want it a really hard surface, otherwise you can't put enough pressure on the bag to get the transfer to stay on. Okay. So you place down your bag or t-shirt or whatever you're going to use, and you have to peel off the back of the transfer. I actually forgot to do this once, which was a bit ridiculous. And then it just doesn't stick at all. So I'll try and do that, which isn't really working because my nails broke. Oh, got it. Yeah, be very careful because it's like really, really thin, so you don't want to pull it too hard. So you just take that off, and you want it to face up, like that. You position it where you want. Need it in the middle, like that. If your bag or top isn't already kind of well ironed, then you want to iron that first, just so there's no creases. Okay, and then I want to put the RETROFAERIE underneath. Don't know why I'm having so much problem getting the backing off today. Usually comes off quite easy. It's probably because I'm filming. Just jinxed it. Okay. Now these aren't meant to stick or anything, they're just like, they come off and move about, so you have to be careful when you're ironing over it so they don't slip everywhere. Okay, that'll do. And then you also, it's like grease-proof paper like you'd use for the hammer beads and stuff. It just goes over the top, and depending on the size of your transfer, it usually takes about 60 to 90 seconds to go over it with your iron. Okay, so I'll just do that now. The instructions will tell you how hot your iron needs to be. So you just go all over it. Make sure you go over all the little sections, all the corners. Don't stop. Don't just press it down. You want to keep moving. Otherwise it might burn. and a good idea would be to keep count for how long you've actually been doing this for, but because I'm talking, obviously I can't count and talk at the same time, so I'll just do this for a while. Make sure I get her feet down. I usually do it for a bit longer than 60 to 90 seconds anyway, that's what the instructions say, but I always put it on just for a little longer to make sure it's actually down. If it's not, if you go to pull it away and then it's coming up, just put the paper back over it and just go over it again. Okay, just go around the edges one more time. And you want to put quite a bit of pressure on it as well, so it's done. And then slowly peel it off. Yep, that looks fine. It's all done nicely. Now that's it. But if you, what's that? Yeah. So that's it. You're done. And then you also just use it as a bag, or obviously just use it as a top. If you use it as a t-shirt, when you wash it, I'd turn it inside out. That'll help keep the colour all nice and bright. If you want to put something on the back, you have to keep this covered. And simply just turn it over. And then do the transfer on the back. Get it straightened out. And you get whatever transfer you want on the back. Yeah, so you can always like design your own little logo, or you can even print out like actual photos and things and just do a whole sheet of one photo and just put it straight on there. So you just iron the one on the back. And then you're done. That's it. That's all there is to it. So you can now go have fun making your own. Okay, thank you. Bye.